everybody, so it's time for the Friday Five, and this is a series started by Sarah Crawford where she gives a topic and we have to pick 5 songs that fit that topic. And this week was really hard for me because it was your favorite musicals, and it's like, how the heck do I pick my favorite songs from musicals? That's like one of my favorite genres of movies / I'm a huge Broadway nerd. I had to narrow it down somehow, and first I started off with shows that actually seen on Broadway. The first one I picked is called The Beauty Is, from The Light in the Piazza, by Craig Lucas, and lyrics and music by Adam Guttell. And it's basically about this girl that comes to Italy with her mother, and she's kind of slow. She's special needs, I guess you'd say, and her mother is, kind of worried about her and wants her to get kind of married off. And the mother, when I saw it, was played by Victoria Clark, and she was amazing. There were times when the audience just started clapping, and it wasn't even like a normal spot. She was just so good, and then the rest of the cast was amazing. Kelly O'Hara, Matthew Morrison from Glee, so different. And I think this particular song, The Beauty Is, like I said, it does such an amazing job of mixing in the melodic with the non-melodic, and mixing in sort of the classical as far as even a little bit of an opera style with something really modern, a belt sound. It's just blew me away, and it's all about seeing the beauty in everything that she's seen around her. It's opening her eyes to a whole new world.
And the beauty is I still meet people I know. Hello, this is wanting something, this is reaching for it, this is wishing that a moment would arrive, this is taking chances, this is almost touching what the beauty is.
The second song that I chose had to be from Les Mis, and Les Mis was such an important part of my childhood, as far as especially my teenage years. There was this 10th anniversary concert that they played on PBS all the time, especially during pledge season, and I knew every line to every song. I'm not exaggerating, I literally did, and I just love the music so much, and it really inspired me and made me want to be a better person. But the rest is just so beautiful, and there's so many characters that I like and that I'm rooting for. It is the relationship between Jean Valjean and Javert, and it's a classic example of sort of the argument of mercy versus justice. Valjean wants mercy for his crimes, whereas Javert feels like, this is the law, I'm going to follow the law, and I'm going to enforce the law. And so it makes Javert a very likable villain because he is trying to do what he thinks is right. And so that makes him really interesting. And so the song that I chose, I already did On My Own, which is my favorite song from Les Mis, but the song that I picked is sung by Javert. I think it's a really beautiful song called Stars.
He knows his way in the dark. Mine is the way of the Lord. Those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward. And if they pull as Lucifer fell, the flame, the sword.
Third song that I picked is from a musical called The Drowsy Chaperone, and this is a musical that really pokes a lot of fun at other musicals. I don't know how funny it would be if you weren't a fan of Broadway and you didn't kind of get a lot of the in-jokes and sort of stuff, but I am, so I did, and I was able to see this in previews, and I was able to see it with Sutton Foster, which was amazing. So Beth Lavelle plays this drowsy chaperone. She's this drunk, and there's this great song called As We Stumble Along, where she is basically sort of lampooning Ethel Merman and some of these Broadway greats, and it's really over the top, and it's really silly, and it's supposed to be all like dramatic and big and bold, and so you'll see, I think you can get a feel from the clip that I picked of sort of the humor of the song and the humor of the show.
7 underwhelming seas,
6 excruciating continents. Antarctica. Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it lick you. This planet, oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand as we stumble along.
Next pick is going to be maybe on a lot of people's lists. I don't know. So far I've yet to predict. Everybody's been very eclectic in their choices, which I love. And not pick Wicked because Wicked was another one that had huge buildup and huge expectations for me. I heard all the music a million times, and then when I went and saw it with my Aunt Kate, she was living in New York at the time, and so a lot of the shows that I've seen I saw during that time period. And so I went and saw Wicked, and I was blown away. I love Wizard of Oz, but I've hated almost every adaptation of Wizard of Oz. I've hated every adaptation of Wizard of Oz as far as movies that have come out since the original. And so I was skeptical, and I'm not that big a fan of fairy tale retellings, but this I just think worked so well. It's a real belt show. It's a real modern show, and so it's not for everyone's taste, but I love Belt, and I love Idina Menzel. I'm a huge fangirl of Idina Menzel. I didn't see it with her, of course, because I saw it years after, but I actually saw it with Anna Gasteyer from Saturday Night Live playing the lead in Elphaba. It was so great. I had no idea that she could sing that well from Saturday Night Live, but she was very, very good, and it's just a really satisfying, entertaining, fun musical. And I think the music by Stephen Schwartz is his best, and it's just entertaining. If you want an entertaining musical, Wicked is the one for you. And I think the best song in the musical, as far as actual music and singing and the level of difficulty of the song, is Defying Gravity. And it's really the emotional climax where there's no going back for Elphaba. She has decided this is the person that she's going to be, and that's it. So there you go.
I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I said I might defy gravity. Kiss me goodbye. Defying gravity, and you can't pull me down.
The last choice that I'm going to talk about is from The Music Man. Meredith Willson's musical that he wrote about a con man in the turn of the century that basically convinces a town to buy a boys band, and how he is sort of this, like I said, he's a con man, but through love and different things, he is sort of changed, and there's some redemption. I really like stories about characters that are sort of lost causes that get a sort of redemption. Another reason why I really love Music Man is because when I was in college, I went on a trip with my cousin to New York and my grandma, and I would have had no way of knowing that my cousin would have passed away 4 months later. And so all the shows that I saw with her and on that trip are really special to me. So I went ahead and picked sort of the standout song from Music Man. I could have gone Till There Was You, but I decided to just pick the cheerful one because it's such a happy memory for me of going to see the show. And so I picked 76 Trombones, and it's just a great old school musical kind of song.
76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets right behind.
And so that is my 5 songs, and it was really hard to pick 5, but I think these are 5 excellent songs from 5 excellent musicals. If you ever get a chance to see any of them, definitely do. And I look forward to seeing what everyone else picks. I really do, especially for this topic. So Thanks so much, and please subscribe to my channel and let me know what your favorite musicals are and if you've seen any of these 5. So thanks so much, and please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye!